Welcome to spvessel channel. Today I will tell you about some of the new features in SpaceVIL, introduce you the new effects system and make a few announcements. There are not so many changes in the framework. These are mainly bug fixing, improving performance, improving some UI items and code refactoring. So let's go straight to the changes that will be of interest to users of the framework. First, if you remember, SpaceVIL for .NET Core existed in 3 versions: for Windows OS, Mac OS and Linux OS. For each OS, one had to use one of the framework versions for which it was compiled. Now it is all in the past. Now one SpaceVIL DLL file is suitable for all 3 operating systems. You no longer need to keep track of which version you are connecting to the project. Due to this modification, there are several rules to consider. The glfw library file on a Windows operating system should be named glfw DLL. If you download binaries from the official glfw website, you might notice that the library file in the archive is named glfw3 DLL. Note that for the rest of the operating systems everything remains as before, and no additional manipulations are necessary. For Mac OS users, the graphics library has been changed from Core Compat System Drawing to System Command Drawing. Now for all operating systems, the same library is used. Secondly, the text area now has a wrap text property. This property is responsible for wrapping the lines if they don't fit into the current width of the item. Thirdly, a new item has been added to the framework: TextView. This element, according to its capabilities and purpose, is located between label and text area. TextView is an item containing non-editable text, but with the ability to select text and copy it to the clipboard. The text wraps according to the current width of the text view. And fourthly, I began to develop effects system. The effects will be very different, but first of all they will be similar to those that are usually presented in graphics editors, such as blur, gradient, color overlay, shadows, glowing, and so on. At the moment I create only one effect for the test, but it seems to me quite useful. I called it Subtract Figure. Subtract Figure cuts the given shape from the current shape of the item. On the screen you see the result. This example is available on GitHub for study. And now I will tell you in general details how to work with the effects, and with Subtract Figure effect in particular. First, we need the effects class. Now we can use the following functions, namely add effect and remove effect. To add an effect to an item, first we have to create and customize the effect, and then associate it with the item using the add effect function. If we want to remove the effect from an item, we must use a remove effect function. Now let's take a closer look at the Subtract Figure itself and what it offers us in terms of customization. To cut out any shape from an item, you need to create it and pass it as a parameter. For example, in the constructor of the Subtract Figure class instance. The following parameters are also available for the Subtract Figure effect: x-axis and y-axis offset, horizontal and vertical alignment, width and height scaling factors. Using the Subtract Figure we can achieve great results, such as what you see on the screen. I think you have already guessed what the benefit of the Subtract Figure effect is. Creating a torus shape with the cutout in the right place is rather complicated, but subtracting a couple of circles from a circle is a trivial task. Now let's move on to announcements. First of all, I would like to tell you about the article I wrote. The article itself is located in the GitHub repository and named Learn More MD. The article is an introduction to SpaceVIL. It outlines how the framework works, what goals I set, and it contains descriptions of recipes for creating your own items. Over time the article will be supplemented, and if you are interested, you can read it. In my GitHub repository I am starting to create various tutorials. At the moment there are not many, but over time new tutorials will be added there. Follow the projects on Twitter to know when the new versions will be released, as well as other news, announcements and more. I will also try to create the server in Discord in January, where I will help everyone who has problems using the framework. I won't be able to be online in Discord all day, but I'll try to help people when I'm online. All links are in the description. In conclusion, I would like to ask you to tell your friends or acquaintances who may be interested in the SpaceVIL project. The more people using SpaceVIL, the more motivation I have to develop and improve it. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And on this I say goodbye to you. I hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching and good luck. And a happy new year!